Oh, it's a busy morning out here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, but I'm getting the apron on and so excited because royalty has arrived. We're talking about Chef Motheba Makhetha, who needs no introduction. Now, they're known for their passion for chocolate, the pastries, and she's just someone that's a proud winner of the best dessert in South Africa at the 2023 Eat Out Awards. That's enough to put your hands together, Mzansi. Yeah! We're celebrating it. And obviously today we're also going to be doing something in the kitchen. We're going to create the ultimate treat for those with a sweet tooth. We're talking about Chuckles eclairs filled with rich chocolate ganache and topped with our favorite crunchy Chuckles. Ms. Motheba, how are we doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so excited. I've seen you online.
Okay.
Literally every a profile or shot or picture is like kryptonite. It looks so good. You are such a big temptation in this world. And I think we're here for it. And on top of that, I've got to say, high fives, huge congratulations for that win.
Thank
That
you.
is such an honor. How did that feel?
It's, ooh.
You're processing it.
Yes, I don't know. I can never describe it ever.
Well, look, it's taking you to incredible places.
Yes.
We get to celebrate it here with you on live TV in your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Yes.
So let's dance. We're talking
Let's
about
go
some of my
into it.
absolute favorite products here. I think everybody can actually say that when we talk about Chuckles.
Chuckles.
But you're a chef, which intimidates me already because I know there's intricacies here. So please take us carefully through this recipe so we can have fun with it.
Okay, so with eclairs, I don't know, people always think it's like a lot more difficult, but it's not. You just need patience and just a little bit of love.
Are you sure?
A little bit of love.
Okay, I'm going to
think.
trust you on this one. So what's in the pot there?
So what we're going to start with is all our liquids. So we're going to start with the water and the milk, just to heat that up. And then we're going to melt our butter as well, just all together.
Okay.
So the trick is never to let it really boil. You can scald it, but it shouldn't really boil.
What is the boiling going to do, if you don't mind me asking?
So then that's when you like mess up your ratios, because now all the milk and the water is evaporating as well, and then the ratio between that and the flour,
okay.
you know, it's not going to be
Makes
the same.
sense. And that's an easy thing to kind
Yeah.
of make a mistake on. So great tip coming through there.
Just
Fantastic
the
stuff.
small. So then dissolve your sugar as well in the liquid, and I'm going to add the salt.
Nice.
So that's everything, and then we're going to let that dissolve.
Okay.
But then what we can do as well while we're waiting is start our ganache, because that just needs a little bit of time to sit.
Okay.
So a little bit of multitasking here.
Yes. Can I help you with anything, by the way?
You can, if you're
I'm
up to
going
the
to try.
challenge.
I'm going to try.
If
Okay,
you're
but
up
keep
to the
keep a
challenge,
sharp eye on me.
like I'm gonna crack. I'm joking. I'm not
Look here, those eyes for a minute there. I was starting to believe you.
So what we're gonna start with is just putting our cream in the pot. So
right.
cream, bit of coffee, and our salt. And that's when we're just going to put that all in the pot.
In the mixing pot?
In the
Or
pot.
Oh,
And
so we're obviously going to heat this up.
Yeah,
All right, so
we're gonna heat
I'm
that
putting, is it 500 mils?
Yes.
Okay, so both of these go in there. So that's the cream going into the pot right now. That's step number one.
Yes.
We
So-
said we've got coffee.
Yes.
Right? And what else?
So we're going to do coffee, and we're going to do salt in there and a bit of cinnamon.
Okay, nice.
So
All right.
add all of those in there.
Yeah, that wasn't too hard. Okay, I think I can
Yeah.
roll with the chefs of today.
I mean, I gave you the easiest one, but
Yeah, I know. You don't have to go and like
I'm
rub
kidding.
it in.
This is actually the ganache. Also, people tend to, we can put this over on the heat.
All right.
Also, it's easy, but you shouldn't take it lightly. So we're going to heat up.
This one, yeah. That's
We're going to heat up our cream here.
nice.
Okay, I'm also not going to let that
Boil.
We just
Yes, because we've been paying attention to the
Yes.
chef here. Nice.
Yes. So we're just going to let that heat up and let the coffee dissolve. So now, if you can see, our butter is nice and melted in there.
yes.
And it didn't really boil. I just scalded it lightly.
Can we, I don't know, I hope this is not too hot, can we just show the camera this? Because let me tell you, Mzansi is watching so attentively to see if they can maybe replicate this or at least just understand what's going on for now.
No, they'll be
But
able.
That looks good. Okay.
Yeah. So I like to use a wooden spoon now when I'm about to add my flour. I just like a wooden spoon. You have more control over it.
Okay, I thought there was like some deep meaning here in terms of like science and the effects of osmosis with wood. But this makes sense. Comfort and
Yeah.
just pure ease. All right, we don't have to overcomplicate it.
No, just a wooden spoon. It's almost like when you're making pap, you know.
Of course,
You need
yeah.
a bit of a wooden spoon and just to move around the gluten. And as you can see, it's coming together into like this nice paste.
Yes.
And when you smell like the butter almost smells like porridge, that's when you know.
get some of that. Oh yeah, she's not lying. It absolutely does. Can we maybe again, I know I'm asking this so often, but can we show the camera this? Because step by step, you are just showing off here, to be honest with you.
So it's just pulling away from the side. So that's when you know your mixture's ready, and we just want to cook out the flour so that it's not raw. Okay. So I'm going to leave that just for a little bit. We're still watching our cream here, but it's all nice and dandy. So that's going to cook for a little bit. What we can do is crack eggs in here.
Okay.
So a nice tip is just crack eggs beforehand so that no shell gets into your mixture.
Okay, so if it is in this bowl as an example, if I do mess this up, then I can just pick the shells out.
So the nice trick is if there's a shell in there, you just pick it up with the shell and it's sort of...
We got the, like the scoop ladle part of the egg. I'm going to try to do this with one hand just to show off.
Oh, let's see. Oh,
almost,
look at that.
I broke the yolk, but not bad.
No, but it's there. I can't do it with one hand. I have no coordination for that as well.
I prefer the two-handed method as well because I often get eggs in my, so listen, crazy thing, sometimes I'm in a rush. I still chow like the raw eggs like Rocky does as well. But I've been a bit more like put off by it because I have once or twice had a bit of a cracked egg in my drink. So
I've cracked a few eggs in
Word of warning,
Yeah, a few times I have cracked an egg in there. So what we're going to do, so you can do this by hand, but it's easier with the stand mixer just to pop your dough in there.
And we've come to now realize that you love showing off your skills and your tools too. But we're here for it because we want to know how chefs do it. And obviously this is the elevated version of how to make this. But I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could try this at home and do this by hand, right?
You can, no. I'm just incorporating more air and it will help the eclair like puff up nicely.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just letting this cool down a little bit so the mixer helps with that. And then we're just going to add our egg one at a time until fully incorporated, and we can take the speed higher. So that's incorporated. And then we add our last egg. There we go.
I feel like I'm watching a science experiment go down here. I'm so curious as to all the steps.
Yeah, pastry is 100% science and just patience.
Yeah. But you have this calm about you, which I think is really why you're made for this job. There's a lot of pressure that can come with something like what we're doing right now. You've got 2 pots on the go, you're busy mixing, you've got to keep paying attention to your creams and everything else. So that can get quite overwhelming, to say the least.
Yes.
And you could be fretting and going in between stations. But you seem like you're just dancing through everything right now and absolutely loving what you're doing. So you're making me feel calm about this. You're making baking sound very, very appealing to, I think, everybody. So, yeah, I know we have to be patient with this, but obviously on the Expresso show, our viewers love to see things as quick and as fast as possible.
Yes.
So without rushing you, obviously, what are our next steps in this process? Where are we at right now?
So now what we're going to do, our cream is slowly getting there. We're just going to pour our warm cream into our ganache, into our chocolate.
Okay.
So the nice thing about a ganache, super easy. It's equal parts chocolate to equal parts cream.
So it's like a 1-to-1 ratio.
1-to-1, and Bob's your uncle. It's super simple and like easy to make. You can't really go wrong with a ganache, you know?
Bob's your uncle. All right. So that's why we're going to sort of, that's the piping bag. That's where I wanted to ask you about, like, let's say, for instance, the Chuckles that we've been using now and are using for this ingredient. Why is it something that you love incorporating into baking so much? I mean, you're the one that's got all the experience. We're going to hopefully find out, though.
Because Chuckles are amazing.
Enough said.
No, Chuckles are amazing.
Enough said.
They're not too sweet for me, and they're super chocolatey, super rich, but like, it's like this comfort of like, I feel like we all have Chuckles and like, you know. So now
we all do,
yeah. So now now that the cream is nice and warm, just gonna pour that over our chocolate. And then we're just going to leave that just for like 2 minutes.
All right. And while you're speaking about Chuckles, I've got to just mention to you, Mzansi, I'm going to plug in on all the good stuff. And especially when we're looking at all this good stuff right here. I mean, who says you can't have it all, right? So I want you to remember that you can find this delicious Chuckles Eclairs recipe on woolworths.co.za. And you can definitely replicate this magic for yourself. Plus, you can get 3 for 2 on any Lindt or selected Woolies chocolate, and you can enjoy the sweet life until the 24th of November. So we want you to shop this offer in-store, online, and of course on the app, and get involved in all the fun that can be had while we're mixing all of this up. Do you want me to assist you in any sort of decorating or anything, just to show off to Mzansi how we put this all together?
Okay, so how we're gonna put, so we pipe this.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can just show a quick piping
Yes,
of that.
please.
So it's just a nice little there, and we'll put those, get those ready. Okay.
Just wanna, I'm just showing off to our cameraman always, so don't mind me while I'm just making a view for what looks like. So this is the eclair.
This is the eclair part of it. So
Nice.
you just do a few rows, space them out nicely, and then we'll bake them in the oven at 190.
And then getting to our decorating as we finish off the piping with that. But I gotta say, Chef, thank you so much for coming through this morning. You've been absolutely incredible. You can carry on showing off your piping skills there by just finishing off the eclairs that we did prepare in the future. But again, don't hide your talents here. I want Mzansi to see this. I'm gonna move the bowls away so we can show off your skills right now. So Mzansi, pay attention to the chef do her thing. Motheba Makhetha, I can't thank you enough for coming through in the kitchen. But ladies and gentlemen, piping under pressure on live TV at its finest. And if you want to replicate this, go to woolworths.co.za. It is absolute perfection. You are literally just showing off. With that being said, Mzansi, I hope you enjoy this. Get over to woolworths.co.za and start practicing your decoration skills so you can get to the chef's level. You're amazing. Well done. We can carry on finishing the log. So, but yeah, enjoy, guys. Yeah, this is so good.
Only you can make my day.